What does the hiring of new general manager Ryan Poles mean for quarterback Justin Fields? What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on my social media platforms, guys, and hit the bell icon so you're in fact notified every time I drop a new video. I've been trying to keep you guys updated as much as I can, so keep the notifications on so you are notified every time I drop a new video. All right, so gave my whole spiel thoughts on Ryan Poles. Again, multiple videos on that. Go and check that out if you guys want my thoughts on him. What I want to talk about right now is what does hiring Poles mean for quarterback Justin Fields, right? So Justin Fields is obviously the Chicago Bears' biggest asset at this point, in the sense of he's a quarterback who's young, has potential to potentially be a franchise quarterback. So what does hiring Ryan Poles do for him? And there's really one main thing that I can tell you right now for almost a certain fact that I know will change with Ryan Poles. Ryan Poles will give Justin Fields an offensive line. That is without a doubt. And why do I say that? Well, a couple of reasons. Number one, Ryan Poles is a former offensive lineman. He actually was on the Bears. He wasn't on the team. I believe he was on the practice squad with the Bears. But that was the case for Ryan Poles, a former offensive lineman out of Boston College. So a guy who was an O-lineman, he's not going to just go to a team as the new GM and not build an offensive line. To him, it's probably the most important position in football, even though everyone knows it's quarterback. But yeah, Justin Fields this year got killed out there. You remember the Browns game? Yeah. He got absolutely demolished. And there was multiple times during the season where I was so worried about his health. I came on and told you guys Justin Fields keeps getting killed out there. Some of that his own doing, but a majority of that poor offensive line play. And we all know how important it is to have an offensive line. You win football games usually in the trenches, right? O-line, D-line. To me, the most important positions in football, quarterback, left tackle, probably pass rush after that. So you're talking about literally the second most important position in football in terms of getting the offensive line right. So I know Ryan Poles, being a former offensive lineman, is going to address this offensive line. And that is a great, not just a good, a great thing for Justin Fields, because a guy like that who's got hit as much as he did his rookie year, we need him to stand upright. Because as much as we can say Justin Fields is a pocket passer, we know for a fact he does have mobility and legs, and we want him to use that. And for him to be able to stay healthy, he just can't get hit a lot. So that's why we need an offensive line. And here's the other reason I know he's going to be able to win. Because he did it in Kansas City, right? Remember when the Chiefs in the Super Bowl were down with their offensive linemen, Mitchell Schwartz, Eric Fisher, and everybody knew going into the next season that was their biggest weakness is the offensive line. Patrick Mahomes was on his back more than he was upright in the Super Bowl. And what did Ryan Poles, again, I'm not giving all the credit, but what did he do as part of the Chiefs? He went and revamped that offensive line. That offensive line, drafted Creed Humphrey, signed Joe Thuney, and traded for Orlando Brown. And they were able to, become a decent offensive line again. And so he's done it literally before. And now I know he can do it again. So to me, that's the best thing for Justin Fields that Ryan Poles brings to the table, is he is going to build Justin Fields an offensive line, folks. And here's the thing. A lot of people will tell you build football teams inside out, like I said, in the trenches. But since we have our rookie quarterback, you want to be able to build and protect your biggest asset. And that's what I believe that Ryan Poles will do for the next 2 years at least. You know that Ryan Poles is going to be building around Justin Fields, and it starts with the offensive line. So Justin Fields, just for this reason, should be very happy with Ryan Poles, because if it was any other GM who didn't have an offensive lineman background or didn't, put as much emphasis on it, they probably wouldn't try to fix it as much. But I know that Ryan Poles will, and I'm excited for it. So let me know what you guys think. Give me some things that you feel like hiring Ryan Poles does for Justin Fields. Leave a comment down below as always.